Hey, what's up, YouTube? Yes, it's your girl, Nick, coming to you looking all kinds of crazy. Just to have a quick chat about this season of Life, well, Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, while I'm taking my braids down. Um, I just got a couple quick little thoughts about this whole season thus far. So on this season, they featured some couples that I felt like they should have been off the show. They don't really have too much drama or anything going on, but it seems to me, especially by a season finale, they were grasping at straws for stuff to have a storyline. And who I'm speaking of specifically, Marcelino and Brittany. I feel like I feel like they have been the most successful with their love after lockup life. Life after it and everything, and her getting on a good foot, trying to open up a sober living or a rehab facility and everything. Although I did feel that the part with the guy taking the stuff, I felt like that was very real. I forget what his name was and all that stuff, but I felt like that part was very real. But by season's end, this, like, the way they threw in this season finale, how all of a sudden Marcelino is going to be okay with her having, them having a threesome with the girl that she was going with while she was incarcerated. I was just like, And one of my favorite YouTubers is Ashley Miller, and I watch her reviews of stuff religiously, even if it's a show I don't particularly watch. I watch her reviews because, one, she's hilarious, but I like her perspective on things. And she always like comments, like when she noticed that people might be into each other, she'll always say something like, I watch, but I tell you what, I wouldn't watch. And she said that she didn't want to watch it either. When Marcelino kissed, whatever Brittany's friend, because I can't even think of her damn name right now. When he kissed her, I was disgusted. Like, ugh. I said, ew, watching it. Ooh. But anyway, other than that, like, yeah, I felt like that part of their storyline, I didn't like that. I felt like they were trying to do something to create a storyline so they could stay on the show. Um, what else? I felt super, super sad for, oh crap, what's them people's names? I can't think of what his name is, or the lady's name at this point. But she had the sister that her and the sister both got high, and the sister tried to sleep with her husband while she was still in the halfway house and stuff. I did not see when they had the episode when his sister came to see him after he hadn't seen her since she was 8 years old. The way his wife was sitting off to the side and watching and saying how it's good that his sister came back around and they was able to find each other. I did not have any idea that and plus the fact that I'm thinking that the fact that her sister didn't come to her wedding, but she doesn't know that her husband called and told the sister not to come to the wedding. That and then her mother's health problems. I had no idea all of those things was going to compound on her, and she was just going up and run or up and leave. Like, I felt super sad with him for him. And then when he was out there getting his hair cut by the elder in his Native American tribe or stuff, I was just like, wow. Like, I truly, like, I don't feel like that was a setup, for the show. That was that was so sad to me. And I'm sad that I can't recall their names right now, but yeah. That was super sad. Um I'm hoping that I don't want to think the worst. I'm trying to stay positive. So hopefully she realized she might have been slipping and she went somewhere to get help and just hasn't reached out to him. I hope that's what it was. I really, really, truly do. Stan and Lisa. We all knew this was gonna be a fail from the goddamn going start, okay? Um, He had the audacity stand with that womanly shape of his, because he's shaped like a woman at the bottom with them wide, because he's wide at the bottom. He got big legs like a woman at the bottom, and he had the nerve to say that lady that he was talking to from before, that came, I think her name was Tina, I think. He had the nerve to say that she could stand and lose a few pounds. No, you, sir, can stand and lose a few fucking pounds, and you got them womanly thighs. Anyway, I'm taking my braids down. Hopefully, if they come back for another season, hopefully Lisa took them damn braids down that she had in her head, because she seemed to have them in forever. Good to see her getting dipped and baptized in the water though. Hopefully that she really is there in her spirit, that she really wants to try to live right and do right. We all fall short, but like, you came to stand with the scam, okay? You was scamming that man and all this and that, and then it didn't go in your favor, and you realized he really was an a-hole and all that kind of stuff, and you got away from him, you left him, and I'm thinking good, because y'all didn't belong together no way. But I hope that you really do have a change of heart, and you really are trying to get your spirit self right, okay? Pause. What's up, y'all? So I'm back. Had to take a pause to discuss power with my cousin. We have like a weekly FaceTime where we talk about the current episode of Power Book 2. But back to this show, Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup. Um, I was still talking about Stan and Lisa. I was just saying, basically, I think it's good that she tapped into her spiritual side and getting herself together, and hopefully she can go on and do better from this point on. The next couple I want to talk about is Sean, Sarah, Kelley. Sarah, I was rooting for you when you came home and you got out that car and you told Sean not to follow you and you was going home. I really was rooting for you, because I said this girl got her head on correct. Only for you to go and let this man who already did lie, because did he lie to you about his age like he did with Destiny? I know he lied about how many children he actually had, but did he lie about his age too? And I was in somebody's comments about the show, and they were saying that when Sean got with Kelley, the mother of his 6 kids, when he got with her, she was underage, and he was over 20 something years old when he got with her and started pumping her full of babies. And now that she done had 6 of his kids, now he want to try to go find love with somebody that's been incarcerated. You don't see a pattern there, baby? Your mama trying to help you, but you still don't want to see it. Sean must have an amazing stroke, because it's nothing about what he looks like, how he presents himself, the way he talks, the way he speaks. It's nothing about that that's appealing. He comes off a little bit slow to me, to be honest with you. But a baby is a blessing, so more power to you, and I hope the baby comes and the baby is a beautiful, healthy baby and stuff. But you made a comment on one episode, and you was like, you don't want to be added to his another bitter baby mama or whatever. But you fail to realize you don't know what he put that lady through. And that lady meaning Kelley. And those 6 kids. Like, that don't cause you to pause. The fact that he moved across the country to be with you and your kid that you didn't get to raise because you were incarcerated for her whole life. He left his 6 kids behind to come be with you and help you take care of your little girl and raise your little girl. Something about that doesn't seem odd to you. But you know what? You go on and live it up. You'll see soon enough for yourself. All for y'all. The next couple I want to talk about is that daggone Brittany and fucking Ray. Brittany, when they pulled out that fucking red French dress, All I could think about was Johnny Gill. Put on your red dress and slip on your high heels and some of that sweet perfume. It sure smell good on you. Because you just knew for sure, that this man was coming to you with a proposal. But what I want to know is, I'm not sure what the timeline is. But the man already told you he had a lot of restitution to pay. He showed you his first paycheck. And you already know he not making a whole lot of money. So what makes your bougie ass think that he had enough money to save up for a really, really nice ring to get married already? Now, granted, he saved up and he did buy a ring. And he was a fool for thinking that you was going to accept some fucking promise ring while y'all out in Florida or Miami or wherever you were on a birthday trip in front of your friends and your family. I thought that was bogus as well. Y'all, you were right. Y'all too grown for this whole promise ring thing. But I wouldn't have been pressuring him. Yeah, he made you all those promises while he was in jail. But the thing is, you're not looking at the fact that, yes, he made me these promises, but this man got to get on his feet. And the fact that he made you those promises, because it's a lot of people that make promises like that while they incarcerated, and they boo loving over the phone because they want somebody to take that ride with them, ride that bed out with them, you know. But Ray came home to you. He's still with you. He, at least they don't show it on the show. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. He came home to you. He's with you. He's what we see, a loyal man. He's trying to work and get that restitution paid, and he's trying to appease you and do whatever it takes to make you happy. You know, to keep y'all on a good foot and have a good solid foundation. But you keep looking past those things that really matter because you want it to happen like this. And in reality, it's not going to happen like that. The man got a freaking record. He got a background now. So things are going to be difficult for him as far as getting gainful employment that makes decent money where he can save up and get all these things together for y'all to start your life together. And why would you want to go into a life together as a married couple trying to have a baby with that damn restitution hanging over his head? That don't make sense, Brittany. It doesn't. Do better. Now, the next couple. Deontay Tia and Nicole. First of all, when the previews and the trailers came out for this second half of the season for Life After Lockup, Love After Lockup, we saw Deontay in the previews in the first, like, while they were still showing actual Love After Lockup episodes. Before this season came on, they showed Deontay out there in that fucking burgundy suit jacket. It was broad daylight when he was standing on the side, cussing and fussing, saying there's some BS and all the other things he said. Then we get to the actual show. Tia and Nicole are at the park, and in the bathroom it's broad daylight out. But by the time we see Deontay show up, because actually he was on the road, he got stuck in the ditch right outside the park. It was still daylight. But then when we fast forward and get to this season finale, Deontay's sitting in the park after dark on a log or on a tree stump watching the wedding from afar. And it's dark out. How many times did y'all have to go back and film this? And then where was the scene that y'all showed in the previews weeks before when the other show was still on? Oh, that thing, the speaker cut off. Y'all showed, like I mentioned before I started their story, y'all showed him saying there's some BS and stuff, like he went up there in broad daylight and tried to interrupt their wedding and do what he did. But then when y'all showed it full out this episode, it was dark out. And then He looked a fool. I can admit it. The fact that he is in the military and stuff, like, I want to know what his IQ is, because he give me slow. Deontay give me slow. Short bus. Wear a helmet. That's what he gives. So, I don't know. And then, he goes up there to cause havoc. He ain't stopped the wedding, but he wanted to go up there and say something slick. And the producers, set it all up for him to be able to do that. So that, to get more juice for the show. More juicy scenes. I'm doing more talking than Brie take down right now, but it's okay. But anyway, he stand off to the side. Nicole ignores him, but Tia takes it upon herself to go up there. Tia, no matter how short your hair is, the tattoos on your face, your masculine energy and your stance, you born a woman. There's no way that you'll ever be stronger than Deontay. He's a man. You got some kind of health concerns, stomach, kidney, something going on with you. And you jumping up in this man's face, hitting him. When I saw you do that, I'm not sure if you into rap music, but when I saw you do that, the first song that came to my mind, and I think it's by Brand Nubians, Punks Jump Up to Get Beat Down. And that's exactly what you did. But he didn't beat you down. Deontay is a better man than most, or a better man than many. Because some men feel like, if you want to act like a dude and jump in my face and hit me, I'm going to mush you and push you down. Or some of them swing back and actually pop you a good time. But he didn't do that. He just tried to keep you at bay from hitting him, which was the honorable thing to do. Because a lot of people wouldn't have done that. They would have whipped your ass to you. You need to chill. You going home with Nicole. So why jump up in Deontay's face? For real, I think you a little bit slow too in the head. And then last but not least that I'm going to speak on is that freaking oh, wait a second. In the preview, at the end of the show, they say that T is still texting Deontay. Deontay, come on, you gotta be smarter than this. She only texting you, if she really is texting you, and that part wasn't something made up for the show, for you to still have a storyline to come back again for another season. You gotta know she only texting you because Tia put her up to it or whatever, because they want some money. Tia got family that take care of her, and we can see that Nicole's mother is a working class person, so she ain't got no money to take care of you. Or take care of herself. So therefore, she gonna try to scheme and scam her way into some money, which would be you. You gotta be smarter than this, Deontay. Yeah, you look weird. Yeah, you come off slow. But as people say, as the old folks say, it's a lid for every pot. And you just may have not found your lid yet, And not Tia, Nicole definitely ain't it. Now, last but not least, Lacey, Shane, and John. First of all, why does Lacey always pronounce John like she's saying Sean? That's what it sounds like to me. Second thing is, Lacey is I gotta get the word out. Lacey is a master manipulator. She likes to keep shit going, and she likes to keep stirring the pot. And she used people, and she play with their fucking emotions. When she first came on this show, and John got out of jail, she played him to the left, and she stood there in that fucking parking lot, and she was going to let Shane risk his freedom by getting into a fight with John in that parking lot. Fast forward a few seasons, or maybe it's only the damn season so fucking long. I felt like 2 years went by in one season. But anyway, fast forward to her and Shane are married, and they got their place, and she finds out Shane cheated. Well, he tells her he cheated. She gets upset. The first thing she want to do is run back, and she want to call John. John, you silly as hell for playing into her bullshit. I know the heart wants what it wants, but sometimes You got to stand up for yourself and not allow yourself to be played like this. She called you. She want to sleep with you and do whatever it is she want to do with you. And then she going to call the police and still find a way to get you arrested, knowing that you still on papers, as people would say. So you get arrested, you go to jail. She back with Shane. She pregnant. She have a baby with Shane. I don't know if she went through postpartum depression, because she did have some complications with delivery and all that kind of stuff too. She going through that, and she pushing Shane away and stuff, because that's how I saw it. She was doing things, pushing Shane away. He's still trying to be there and do whatever he doing, trying to come up with different ways to make money. We into a pandemic at this time and all that kind of stuff like that. And then now you want to start an argument or do whatever it is you want to provoke Shane and call the police and get his ass locked up and arrested. And then you call John talking about you made a mistake in marrying Shane and having a baby and you want to be with him. John said he can't do it no more. His heart breaking. He can't do it no more. He got a relationship he good with. And we see him riding off it with in his convertible car with the top down, head blowing in the breeze, only to see come across the screen him and Lacey did get back together. He gave her another chance and he happy. Why do y'all keep letting her do this to y'all? She don't mean y'all no good. She really don't. Neither one of y'all. Anytime somebody knows that you on papers and you're in jail and they put you in a situation where you can get arrested and go back and spend more time behind bars, and the fact that she did that to Shane, and Shane she actually has a baby with, a baby, she ain't right. And y'all should be smarter than that. Stop thinking with y'all dicks. And that's all I got to say about the show. Life and Love After Lockup. Peace, y'all. Have a good one. If you came to watch this, I hope you enjoyed what I had to say. If you didn't, you can get down in the comments and say what you need to say, what your perspective on the show was if you watched the show. Don't forget to click the like button and click subscribe if you haven't already. I see y'all in the next one. Peace.